morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know what time it is where you are, but right now it is time for more insight. This is insight you can trust because there is more where it came from. I'm your host. I'm Chris Moore. I'm in the building, and today I got a special guest with me, y'all. My special guest, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Damola Osani. I'm the CEO of Mo Sports. Check us out on Instagram, Mo Sports, man. We've been cooking, man. I've been cooking just like More Insight has been cooking this year. So I'm excited, man. It's episode 2 we got going on. Let's keep it rolling.
Hey, man, we got the chefs in the kitchen, man. We're going to try to cook up some good content for y'all. It's a lot going on, man. First of all, how you doing? How you feeling? How things going in Chicago?
I'm feeling great. The weather's finally getting nice, so we're not dealing with that snow anymore. So it's looking. I'm feeling great. I can't complain. It's been a great start to the year. Keep it pushing, man. Never stop.
There you go, man. It don't stop.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you said something about the weather. I meant to send you a picture, man, but we had some snow and ice down here in Memphis, and
Yeah.
it's been like 2 weeks, and the ice is just now like really breaking up. So crazy times, man. It shut us down for a minute, but all good. There's a big game coming up on Sunday. It's one of those games that, it's the end all be all for American sports. It doesn't get any bigger in America than the Super Bowl. We have
hmm
the Seattle Seahawks. We have the New England Patriots. Off the top, who do you have winning the Super Bowl?
Man, off the top, I'm going with the Patriots, man. You can't go against that team, man. In the Super Bowl, whatever magic Robert Kraft is gonna work that day.
You say it's on Robert.
You said what?
You putting it on Robert Kraft?
I'm not putting on Robert Kraft. I'm just saying, like, we've been watching the Patriots in the Super Bowl since like 20 years now. So, and it's always something with them in the Super Bowl. Like, they always find a way to make something happen. And you got Mike Vrabel, who's also played in the Super Bowl with the Patriots. He knows the DNA of the Patriots. He knows like everything about them. So I think the Patriots got this game. They're super locked in, and it's so much to prove. It's just not Mike, it's not Drake. You got Stephon Diggs. There's a lot of people 2 years ago they said, man, this guy's done. And he's playing in the Super Bowl now. So a lot of guys on that team, they have something to prove. So that's why I'm going with the Patriots.
I'm actually right there with you, man. I believe in the Patriots this season. They're not going against the Giants. So, of course, in the past, that's been the reason why the Patriots couldn't win the Super Bowl or didn't
Yeah.
win the Super Bowl. But now I believe the Patriots are prime. I believe they're prepared. I believe they're ready. I believe another thing that I'm looking for is Sam Darnold to turn into the New York Jets version of Sam Darnold. These New England Patriots, granted, they don't have the names that we're used to seeing from the Patriots. Like, they don't have a Tyler on here. They don't have a Willie McGinnis. They don't have your Vrabels, but they do
Vince
have a,
Wilfork,
yeah, I
the,
mean, they got Christian Gonzalez, though, who
yeah.
is a touchdown corner. They have they have a team. They're not a team based on individuals, but they have a solid team, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Give me a final score prediction.
going I think it's gonna be a close game just because a lot of people they're just like, oh, this Super Bowl is gonna be boring, but it's a lot of storylines that's coming in the Super Bowl. You got Sam Darnold that's trying to prove to everyone that I'm actually not a bust. Like I'm a third overall pick, and I've been on different teams. The Vikings give up on me last season after I won 14 games for them. So I think my final score would have to be 28-24, New England.
28-24. Okay. I'm going to go Patriots with 24-23.
Mhm. You think it's going by a field goal, like end of the game?
So here's why I say I have a field goal to win the game. So last year I was interviewing people with millions, and I happened to interview the kicker for the Patriots. Now
Oh,
he was leaving Miami Hurricanes and going into the draft. So that's my dog in the fight. That's my person who I think will win the game for the New England Patriots. The dude is cold, man. I interviewed him, and he's just cool as ice. He talked about how calm he keeps himself. He's into golf now, so I know he know he's in a good space, but I got the Patriots winning off of Andy Baragala's kick.
So we about to get a Adam Vinatieri 2.0 in the Super Bowl.
I believe so, man. I believe so. And I can't wait to see it. Let me know, who would you have being the MVP of this game?
MVP, that's a tough choice. It's a lot of exciting matchups that I'm looking forward to. Like you talked about Kristen Gonzalez and Jackson, that matchup. I can't wait to see that matchup. It's gonna
It's
be it's gonna be, oh my gosh. So MVP, I don't think it's gonna be an offensive guy that's gonna get an MVP. I think the first like plays of the game is gonna be kind of rough because both teams there's no experienced players that's played in the Super Bowl on both teams. So there's gonna be a lot of nerves on that field because you got a quarterback that got cut by a team that's now trying to prove himself. You got Drake May, who's in year two playing in the Super Bowl. Should have been Caleb Williams, but we'll talk about that next. But we got Drake May year two. I think he's gonna have some jitters on him too. You
Mhm.
know, it's a lot of like that's riding on him. Like so, I think it's gonna be a defensive player that gets the MVP. I don't know who, but that's just my bet. Like at the moment.
I actually had Christian Gonzalez in my mind. I would lean towards Drake May. I feel like Drake May can make those throws when it counts. I believe he has what it takes to to overcome the Seattle defense.
Mhm.
I will say one thing I love about New England, they know how to run the ball. And if they can run the ball efficiently, they will be able to control the clock. And in controlling the clock, they will be able to win this game. So I need Ramondre Stevenson to turn into who he was like 2 or 3 years ago when he was on everybody's fantasy team.
We need a LeGarrette Blount moment.
Yeah, we need him to turn it up and turn it, hey, light that blunt up. That's what they need. They need him to turn it to LeGarrette Blunt and bring it on home if they're going to bring it home. And Trayvon Henderson, man, when he runs that ball, like when he gets that right cut, he's gone. He's going to see the end zone. A dark horse I would have in this, though, is Stephon Diggs. And the reason I say him is because I've seen a different side of him these last few games. And I know it's playoffs, so everything is turned up. But I could definitely see him making some plays to. I feel like, remember when the Rams and the Bengals were in the Super Bowl and Odell Beckham was cooking in that first half?
Yeah, he got hurt.
Yeah, then he got hurt. I feel like Stephon Diggs, if they can kind of map out a blueprint, if you will, or a game plan like that, I think Stephon Diggs can really make some plays and he'll be able to help the.
That's what I'm saying. I think this game is gonna be exciting because everybody is like, "Oh, this Super Bowl is boring." Both teams, but they don't understand players in this both teams. They got something to prove. Like Stephon Diggs, Drake May, Sam Darnold. So many guys on both teams. Like especially Mike. You got two Mikes head coaches going against each other. Like the Seattle offensive coordinator in between the whole Tom Brady saga right now. If Vegas is going to hire him as a coach and Tom's former team are the Patriots, and it's just a lot going on in the Super Bowl. Everybody's just they just downplaying him because we're so used to seeing teams like Kansas City or Philly or the Rams or that's why. But I can't wait to watch the game. It's gonna be a great game.
And it's so funny that you said that because I was actually in the group chat this morning. One of the guys said, I legit forgot the Super Bowl was tomorrow. And I told him straight up, I said, the thing is, you're a casual fan. And because you're a casual fan, you don't have a Pat Mahomes, you don't have a Lamar Jackson, you don't have a Josh Allen, you don't have the bigger names that you can recognize in this game. But if you love football, this is a game you want to see. You got a crazy defense with Seattle, great stories with New England. Like New England's making their comeback after Tom Brady. So then, there's other questions that's, neither here nor there. But we talked about last week that Bill Belichick should not have been snubbed for the Hall of Fame. But check this out. Without Bill Belichick, the Patriots find themselves back in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady has a Super Bowl ring without Bill Belichick. And I'm not saying this to say that Bill Belichick doesn't deserve first ballot Hall of Fame, but this does provide additional questions because Bill Belichick should be in the Hall of Fame. first ballot all the way around. But I just think it's interesting that the Patriots find themselves back in the Super Bowl without him, and Tom Brady already has a ring without him. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Wow. Wow. Now I gotta top that off because I was watching the Lakers dynasty documentary.
Mhm.
Everybody should watch that. It's about the Buzz family. And I remember there was an episode of when the Lakers was struggling and they had to call Phil Jackson back. And
Mhm.
Phil came back and they won 2 championships. It's just like the Patriots right now, they're back in the Super Bowl without Bill. And once Brady left, Bill kind of struggled. They won, I think, 4 games and he couldn't get the best out of Cam and Mac Jones. Mac Jones turned it up in the 49ers this season. Nobody expected that.
Only thing I would say about Bill Belichick in regards to Matt Jones is that he didn't set Matt Jones up for success. Matt Jones did good year one, but then year two, why is Matt Patricia calling plays on offense?
He's a
Eh,
defensive guy.
Exactly. Why would he be calling plays for Matt Jones? So I think that second year, Bill Belichick kind of got full of himself, and I don't know. I believe he probably lost some passion and didn't want to be the coach. And you can't say I'm a quit. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Mhm.
It's some stuff that we'll never know. But I definitely wasn't feeling Matt Jones' second year and Bill Belichick and what he was doing. But I referenced earlier that skin in the game. That's been a big conversation lately. Skin in the game. Tom Brady, your boy, your guy, your GOAT. This is your GOAT. Demola, this is your GOAT, man. You said you have some things that you want to get off your chest. So I'm gonna let you cook. But let me set you up real quick. Tom Brady basically came out and said, they're like, hey, Tom, we know you got the Patriots, right? We know you're Mr. Patriot. We know you got the Patriots. And Tom Brady shocks everybody. I ain't got no dog in this fight. So to your response, I give it to you. I don't know where you're going. I don't know if you're going to address Tom Brady. I don't know if you're going to address the haters. I don't know if you're going to attack his opinion. I'm going to let you cook.
I'm actually gonna do both. I'm actually gonna do both. First of all, I think Tom Brady should have done a better job explaining himself at that when somebody asked him that when he said there's no dog in the fight. He has to think about like I used to play for the Patriots. Like they gave me my chance as a 6th round pick. Without the Patriots giving me a chance, I don't think Tom Brady would be Tom Brady today. But then again, you guys got to think about Tom Brady owns the Vegas Raiders team. He owns 5% of the team. He controls football operations with the general manager. So he's making decisions with the Vegas team. He works for Fox Sports. He doesn't have ties with the Patriots anymore. It's just like me and I go work for somebody else and they ask me, and somebody runs Mo Sports, and they ask me, like, how do you feel about Mo Sports getting this guy? I'm a competitive guy. I'm gonna say how I feel. I'm gonna say, oh man, like, I don't know what to say. I just wish them the best of luck and keep it pushing. I'm not gonna say go Mo Sport. I don't work for them anymore. Tom Brady doesn't work for the New England Patriots anymore. They're not sending him a check. Asante Samuel, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Last time I saw you, man, you gave up a play in the Super Bowl that cost them an undefeated season. So I need you to be quiet right now. I need you to be quiet right now. But Tom Brady, man, like, that's the GOAT. What he said, I think it should have explained himself even much better. I think he offered more clarity on his Instagram post with Robert Kraft last night, saying, come join him at number 7. And you know, that's pretty much it. He said there's no dog in the fight. He can't be saying go Patriots. Like, he doesn't play for them anymore. I understand he won 6 rings with them. You don't see Michael Jordan trying to be like, go Bulls. Like, come on. Like, we all gotta everybody just gotta get out their feelings, man. Like, Tom is being competitive. Tom, he works for Vegas. He's a part owner of the team. And it kind of seems off for him to go be like go Patriots when he's also trying to hire the offensive coordinator for Seattle to be the coach for Vegas. So it's kind of like he can't play both sides, man. It's kind of like that's what, like somebody said, it costs to be the boss, and that's what Tom is going through right now. Like it costs to be the boss, man. Like there's so many things that is in his way. He works for Fox. He's an owner of the Vegas team. He's trying to get a new coach that coaches for the team that the Patriots are going against. So yeah, so everybody just got to get out their feelings, man. The guy won 6 rings with the team, and he won another one without the team.
Can I throw in a reminder for people? This is the same team that said, Tom Brady, you can go. Whether it's Bill Belichick, Robert Kraft, no matter who, y'all let Tom Brady walk out that building and go somewhere else. And not only did he just go somewhere else, he won a ring with somebody else. So here's the thing. Y'all can talk to me about Tom Brady being Mr. Patriot all you want. Yeah, he's going to be Mr. Patriot, but if he says he ain't got no dog in the fight, he ain't got no dog in the fight.
He don't got
I
no
mean,
dog in the fight.
it's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I love you, you got it. It's just like in relationships. There's probably an ex, and with that ex, you don't want to get back with them, but at the same time, you don't wish bad on them. You just say, hey,
Thank you.
the rest of life.
Thank you, man. And that's not the only team he played for too. Like he
Yeah,
played for Tampa Bay and he won a championship over there. So everybody's got to get out their feelings, man. Like, you know, I've seen everybody just want to attack him. They want to see, it's just like when you're on the top, they want to see like flaws. They want to see negative things to say about you. And that's my advice to a lot of people, man. Like once you get to the top, man, stay low key and just do what's best for you because everybody gonna want to see you fall. So that's what they want to see.
I'm so glad you said that because I just told somebody that not too long ago. I can't even remember who we were talking about, but at the same time, the discussion was people love to see you when you're on the rise, when you're on that climb, when you trying to get to the top. They love to see that, but once you reach that top, they cannot wait for you to fall, and that's just a shame as a human
Yeah,
people. Like if you're at the top, I want you to remain at the top. I don't want you
yeah.
to come back down and have to fight your way back up. Who wants that? Just be happy that people made it to the top.
Definitely, bro. It's a sad world, man. It's very sad. Very sad.
Speaking of sad,
My question
but
for you before we go up to the next topic. How do you feel about him being an analyst for Fox and also being a part owner of Vegas team? Because a lot of people see conflict in that situation. Like, how do you feel about that?
I don't like it. And the reason why I don't like it is because you're allowing access to someone who, and granted, Tom Brady is not a coach. He's still on the staff. He's an owner of the team. And I just don't believe that makes sense. It's a conflict of interest, no way, no matter how you put it. You can't allow Tom Brady to come into your team's facility. He's seeing how things run. He's talking to players, and you have to be careful with it because there is a thing called tampering. Granted, nobody abides by the rule, but you don't want to violate the spirit of the rule with actual breaking. And this is someone, I hate to be this person, but we're also talking about someone who was involved with Deflategate. We don't know his role in Deflategate. We don't, I mean, it is what it is, but it's just more questions than answers. I would feel better if he wasn't an analyst for Fox.
And
Wow.
just be an owner.
Yeah, I just don't
I
think that.
just think he loves the game too much. He wants to be involved. Like, he's playing in the flag football tournament next month. Like,
Yeah.
that guy is just he's a I never saw somebody love a sport that much that they still want to play.
And here's the thing with Tom Brady as well. We're looking at someone who, if he doesn't have that Fox analyst job, I'm not saying Tom Brady broke, but this probably pays into that ownership. I don't know how the ownership deal worked. I don't know if he had to give the money up front. I don't know
No,
if he
he
had
has a
to take
partner. He
the.
has a partner. Tom. It starts with Tom because they own a soccer team too over in England, Birmingham City, and he has a partner that yeah. So it's this guy named Tom. I don't know his last name, but he's like his business partner. So I don't know how much Tom invested in both teams, but I think Tom is like the big cash guy that's keeping Brady, in the loop in the ownership. Yeah, that's who's helping him out.
And Tom Brady being an owner is a perfect segue to our next topic. So, a lot of owners in the NBA, there's a lot of rumors that went on. There's a lot of news A lot of people attacking Shams for whatever reason, saying Shams is terrible at his job. They missed Woj. They missed the Woj bombs. But man, the NBA trade deadline went by on February 5th. We did not see John Morant move. Shouts out to the Memphis Grizzlies. We also did not see Giannis move. So a few questions here. Let's tackle this first question. What are your thoughts about the trade deadline? I'm going to ask you who won later. I'm going to ask you who lost. But give me your overall thoughts of the trade deadline. Were you satisfied with it? Did you want more?
I wanted more just because I think what happened last season, we got spoiled because
Sure.
February 5th, 2025, everybody was going to bed. They got a notification on their phones. Luka Doncic got traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. We didn't
Right.
expect that. So I guess people wanted that bomb again this season. Like we
Well, they
wanted,
did this year. It wasn't Luca, but it was AD still.
but I think what happened last season got everybody, on Shams like, man, we need another big trade. And teams are finally they're learning from what Dallas did. Like, we just can't trade away a big superstar because not everybody recovers from that. Dallas got lucky; they got the number one overall pick, and they got Cooper Flag. If they never got the number one overall pick, man, I think they would be in a huge mess right now. And Cooper is just keeping it afloat. Like the future is bright. Let's be patient and stuff like that. Anthony Davis never played on the floor. I think I never saw him play a lot in the Dallas Mavericks uniform. I think I saw like 4 times. So the trade deadline.
I want to say he played a total of less than 25 games.
So the trade deadline, I would say I'm satisfied and I'm kind of mad about the Chicago Bulls, what they did, but it's time for them to rebuild. But if you want to rebuild, you got to have a plan. You got to tell us, like, what are you trying? I mean, we know what the plan is, like, rebuild, but, like, you rebuilding with 7 guards on the team. There's nobody on the team that's 7 foot.
What are y'all running? The Princeton offense? What's happening?
We got 7 guards on the team, and it's just one basketball. Like, you got a 5'8" point guard. You got Jaden Ivey. You got Simons, you got
And these are
Colin
ball
Sex.
guards. They're not like, combo guard. Well, they are combo guards, but they're more shooters than facilitators, like up and down. Like, I don't know what happened with Chicago.
And
I will
we have
say,
big man is like they're not versatile. Like, in
oh,
today's game, you need
if y'all can get rid of Patrick Williams, y'all will be so much better. Patrick Williams he needs to have a shiesty on every time he plays because he is
man. They gave him 90 million, bro. 90 million. And what's crazy is because I'm going to the game tonight against Denver. Jokic is about to have a big night because
he gonna
who's
cook.
gonna defend him on the? We don't have a big man. As Jokic might have 50 tonight with 50 points, 20 rebounds, 13 assists. Hey, if you guys bet, put your money on Jokic tonight against the Chicago Bulls. It's gonna be a blowout.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna play in the fourth quarter though, but that game is gonna be a blowout. I'm just going there for a good time. But I was satisfied with the trade deadline. Everybody got to get off Shams' neck. Shams is just doing his job and what's being informed to him.
Man, he ain't no GM. He can't make no moves. Let me ask you this: give me your winner or winners of the trade deadline, and we'll talk about that, and then we'll go into the losers because I'll give you my winner.
Cleveland, Cleveland, bro. Because I understand getting rid of Darius, but you get James Harden. And I always said James was never a number one option to lead a team to a championship. We saw that in OKC. Like James, how do you say? James plays better when he has a team full of scorers. And like I said, nobody watches NBA games anymore. So they just see what they see on Instagram. Like, oh, James' career is over. He's going to Cleveland. They getting bounced out the first round. But that team is nice. They got Max. They got Jalen. They got Allen. They got Donovan Mitchell. They got just so many pieces on that team that James can feed off. Like James doesn't have to be a scorer. a guy like Evan Mobley is gonna benefit off James Harden because James is one of the greatest passers I've seen in the NBA. He's had multiple 10 assist seasons in his career. Like he doesn't need to go there and score 25 points like he did on the Clippers or the Rockets or any team he played for. You got Donovan Mitchell, you got Evan Mobley. They can get that done for you. And he goes to Cleveland on a team that can make the NBA Finals because Boston, there's no Tatum. New York, the Knicks look nice, man. I don't know what to say. The Knicks, I'm a big New York guy. I love going to New York. I want to see the Knicks in the finals, but I think it's Cleveland and New York in the conference finals. Then the rumors that I'm seeing is LeBron might be going back to Cleveland next year. If you put him on that team with James and Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley, come on, man. He's gonna have the perfect farewell tour. So
So
Cleveland won the trade deadline for me.
my winner, I would say I'm stuck between Boston, only because they got Vucevic and they got rid of Anthony Simmons. Simon Simmons.
No, Simon's in Chicago right now.
Yeah, Simon's in Chicago. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got rid of
Yeah,
Simons for
baby, that's
Vucevic.
baby Dame right there, man.
Yeah, yeah. He ain't passing the ball though. He ain't passing.
Man, he plays exactly like Damian Lillard.
Oh, that jump shot, everything. But I think Boston did good in getting Vucevic. He can replace what Al Horford brought. They finally have a center now, so I'm glad that Boston was able to get that part together. I would say another winner would be I know you're going to hate to hear this, but the Atlanta Hawks, man, with the addition of Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield. With Jalen Johnson on that team, Kuminga on the wing, Buddy Hield coming down the wing, I believe that's a very good trade. I believe, and the thing with the Atlanta Hawks, they have the first round pick of the Pelicans. In this draft for 2026 looks to be a whole
Stats,
lot better
the
than last
stats.
year and the year before that. Yeah, so I'm excited to see what the Hawks do in the future. I believe that trade was really good for the Hawks. They got off of Porzingis. The good thing with Porzingis for the Warriors is that they're able to get off that contract this year, whether he plays or not. So it's a win-win for everybody involved, to me. Anything you want to say to that?
Only thing I would say, I'm happy for Kuminga.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody can always want to blame Steve Kerr, like, oh, Steve, they want to play him. But he's in a situation as a young player. You're playing on a team with Steph Curry, Draymond Green. These guys, they won championships. So you have no room to make mistakes and build.
You ain't got time to develop.
Dang, you don't have time to develop. Why do you think, just like LeBron, we've never seen young players strive playing with LeBron just because you have no room to develop? Why do you think when he went back to Cleveland, he said, I don't want to play with Andrew Wiggins.
He
Trade
got to go.
Wiggins, bring Kevin Love. Just like in LA, they had Lonzo, Kuzma, they had
He got to go.
Ingram. Give me Anthony Davis. I can't play with young players because they want to grow and I'm trying to win. And that's what happened with Kaminga. The same thing happened with Jordan Poole. You know, like I feel bad for young players that go on teams with like solidified veteran players because
It's tough,
you
man.
can't be yourself. And once you be yourself, it's like you're gonna rub those players off the wrong way and they
You're a young guy. You ain't serious about the game.
yeah. Like Kevin Garnett said it. Kevin Garnett, remember when Rondo first came on the Celtics team, he was like, who's this guy? Like he coming here like he the biggest guy like this. Slow down, young buck. Slow down, young.
And it's crazy
So
because when Rondo came into the league, and automatically you're on a team with KG, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce. And not to mention those vets that you have, like we ain't got those kind of vets no more. We ain't got no James Posey no more. We don't have no Leon Pose in the league now. You know what I mean? Like solid role players.
that's what the NBA is missing right now. I remember like everybody bashed Miami for keeping Udonis like man, Udonis Haslam was there. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. They made it to the NBA Finals, and that's because you want to know why? He doesn't play, but you have that veteran in the locker room that's keeping everybody focused. Like he's not scared to say how he feels about a certain player. Like he can be like, "Hey, we're going to the locker room and fight. You're not doing your job. I'm gonna call you out on that." We don't have that anymore. That's why these young players, they walking around here like they made it, and that's why the game is just like, who is next? Like, who is gonna be the guy that's gonna take the throne and take basketball to the next level? And that's why I'm scared for 2028 Olympics with Team USA. Is because we had to call some old guys to lead us to gold. If the future was bright, we would have told, man, KD, LeBron, Steph, y'all sit y'all old ass at home, man. Like, we don't need y'all. We got Anthony Edwards. Come on, we had to go get LeBron at 40 years old to come lead us to gold. Like, it just shows you where basketball is headed in this country. And it's sad to see, but hopefully Cooper Flag can bring that back. I thought it would be Zion. I thought it would be John Morant. I thought, you know, I
Let's
thought
get
it
a,
would be.
now that we're talking about some losers, and no shade to John Morant, I don't want to call him a loser. Zion,
Yeah.
let me reel that one back. These guys aren't losers, but they have shown to have some losing mentality and some loser ways. So, who are the losers of the trade deadline to you? And I have one, but because they didn't make a trade, so I'll let you know in a minute, though.
The losers is the Chicago Bulls because you just got a bunch of guards. You made us the laughing stock of the NBA. Like, I went on Twitter X, whatever you call it, Twitter X that day. It's just like, what are the Chicago Bulls doing? You got my boy Miles texting me like at 12 midnight, bro. I'm talking not 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to bed. And I get a text like, bro, what are the Bulls doing? In my head, I'm like, I don't work for them. I'm not Shams. Like, go call Shams down and ask, what are the Bulls doing? Like, I'm trying to explain. All I did was send a picture of Jerry Reinsdorf. I was like, as long as that family owns the team, the Bulls will forever be the Bulls. We're still stuck on the six rings, the 90s. We're still just they're using us fans because we come out every game, we sell out. They like, oh man, we comfortable. We sell our games every day. We don't need a big time superstar. Like we don't. It's just. I think the Bulls lost the trade. Number two would have to be the Golden State Warriors because I expected them to do something big. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say it. Mike Dunleavy is a bad general manager. He's made
Mm,
some terrible moves since Bob Myers left. First of all, first move I would have to say Jordan Poole for CP3, a young rising guard that gives you 20 every game. You bring in a 40-year-old point guard and CP3 thinking he's gonna fit well with Steph, but that didn't work out. He just made some questionable moves, man. Like I just thought, yeah, man, I was disappointed in Golden State. I thought I would see something big because like Jimmy Butler just got hurt. You don't have a second scorer when Steph comes back. You just got a bunch of role players. Pat Spencer, that's Cam's brother. Pat is a hooper. That boy can ball. Got to give him his Pat. Pat is hooping right now.
I would say my loser would be the Houston Rockets. I feel like the Houston Rockets should have made a move. They need a guard for sure. Van Vliet got hurt earlier before the season started. I don't feel like they really feel that point guard position. But hey, maybe they do something, when teams start buying out these players. I believe that once Chris Paul became available, they should have been putting in that call. Hey, we need CP3 because at least with Chris Paul, he can give you 15 minutes. And if you can get 15 minutes on that Houston Rocket team with KD and the other guys, even 20 minutes, give me about 18 actually, about 18 minutes of Chris Paul managing the half court. I can take it.
I'll say he fits with the Lakers.
Well,
And that's gonna be dangerous because
I
it's
wouldn't
gonna
bring anybody on the Lakers that doesn't fit the future. I wouldn't like
true.
right now if I was an aggressive GM, I would try to get Lonzo Ball with the Lakers. And the only reason why I say that is because, granted, he's not what he was defensively. He still has a little bit of defensive presence, and the Lakers don't have no defense. But they also need a big man. But that's a whole bigger conversation about the big man in the NBA of today.
We were talking about how young players can fit with like solidified NBA players. We're seeing it with the Rockets. because this was a team that was a number two standings in the Western Conference. They were giving teams a fight every day, every week. Finish number two. Then you get Kevin Durant. And you see how Kevin Durant was yelling at Segun last game for not playing defense. That sticks in the back of the mind of a young player. Like, you got a guy like Kevin Durant. If you don't play well, Kevin Durant is like, man, I'm here to win. I'm 38 years old. I'm trying to prove to everybody I could win a championship without Golden State. Like, I know Katie doesn't care about it, but I know he does because he keeps going back and forth with people about that. So it just shows you, like, the Rockets, they had one great year and they jumped. You don't jump like that. You don't trade every single guy. Just be like, let's get Kevin Durant at 38 years old. Like, no, you keep the guys that you have and you keep building. And that's why you see teams like the San Antonio Spurs. They didn't jump. They stuck with what they got and they're building right now. And I think in the next 2 years, that team, if Giannis becomes a free agent, you had Giannis with Wemby.
Let me ask you this. What do you think about today's product that the NBA delivers? Do you like the product? Do you enjoy watching basketball? What are your thoughts on it?
I don't like it because it's too predictable. When you once you watch a game, I already know what a team's gonna do. Bring the ball up, everybody cut, screen, do this. Guy goes in the 3-point line, shoots the ball. Nobody's posting up anymore. Nobody's mid-range shots is dead. I think the only guy that's keeping the mid-range shots going on is CJ and Chris Middleton. That's it. But once you watch games now, you know what a team is gonna do. You know what guys are trying to do. Guys are going for 20 and 30 points every game so they can look good for Instagram, so they can it's too predictable for me. Like, it's not how it was when I was a kid when you would watch a game because
And it was strategy.
you were interested. And it's just to show you we don't have those coaches anymore that teams how do I say, like, teams don't hate each other no more. That's what I would say. The rivalries we don't have, like,
That I would also say, um, as you know, I interviewed former Chicago Bulls Tyrus Thomas, and he
TT.
actually said something that made so much sense. He says that everybody in the NBA plays like they have a trainer. And I
Yeah,
said,
that's why I say it's predictable.
everyone plays like they have a trainer. It feels, the NBA feels like AAU. And that's not the NBA that I grew up watching. It just feels like everybody's just on the court, run up and down. Let's not even try to slow it down to do strategy. Like playoffs, I've enjoyed more, but there was a point in time in my life, man, like if the NBA was on, I'm watching. Like I was watching NBA a lot more than the NFL. And nowadays,
Everybody
I'm
watching the NFL. They
I'm
watching
hurt,
NFL.
man. It ain't no NFL on, there ain't no
It
college
hurt me
football.
when one of my homies said when the playoffs started, he was like, I'll just wait to the NBA finals and I'll start watching it. I'm like, yeah, so you don't care about the first round, second round, and the conference finals? He was like, nah, it's boring, man. I'll just wait to the NBA finals. I'm like,
Let me ask you this. I'm gonna throw in a sports business question because you are in the sports business world. What do you think about, and you're basically doing it, so I can't wait to hear your answer. What do you think about Rich Paul having or being on a podcast?
I don't have a problem with it because they see people in that space, like, stick to what you got, like, stick with a player. And what's funny enough is, like, I had a meeting with an NBA agent. His name is Eddie, and Eddie was telling me, like, you can't put your focus on a player. You have to find out what you love and do it. And that's what Rich Paul is doing with New Balance, his podcast. As much as we hate it, he's doing what's best for him. He doesn't want his career just to be based on LeBron. He wants to. I'm Rich Paul. I have a talent too. My talent doesn't just consist of me managing LeBron and AD and all that. And that's why I think I'm blessed in the way that I found out at a young age that I don't want my life just to be dependent on somebody else's career. Like it depend. Like I have a gift too. I want to do
Mhm.
what I love to do. I have to do what's best for me. My job is also to do what's best for the player, but I also gotta take care of myself first and do what I love. And Rich Paul is showing that. And to anybody that wants to be an NBA agent that feels stuck, And once to work in sports, you don't have to be an agent to get in sports. You can do so many different things. You can start a podcast. You can go out to games and record yourself doing a reaction or just we have the platform now. It's not 2009 anymore when it's hard to get into the sports world. Like people just they're making money off sports now. Like you don't have to go work for a team anymore. It's like I think Rich Paul broke the barrier into that space for a lot of us, especially me. So I would never, as much as I would say, "Oh, Rich does this, does that," I would never speak down on him because he's an African American man that made his way to the top, and we have to keep raising him up. Speak bad, because we've seen a lot of that in today's world, how we speak it bad on our own people, and we have to stop doing that, man. Rich is doing a great job. He's helped so many young guys like me, like have the confidence to say, I want to do my own thing. So yeah, I have no problem with him having a podcast.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. That's good knowledge. I agree with you. I, I didn't. I mean, when he's on the show, I don't look at him as the agent Rich Paul. I look at him as Rich Paul, who just happens to be an agent and have all these other things going on. So there was definitely a lot of conversation about, what Austin Reeves needed to do, and Lakers need to trade him for Jaren Jackson, who
They
ended up,
did that for views, man. They did that for views.
I mean, that's the name of the game. I mean, when you're at that level, you got to say something so people can watch. Uh,
Well, I've always said they should trade Austin Reeves.
oh, yeah, yeah.
I always said that. Not because
Austin Reeves, he's a great player. I just can't see him getting, if I'm a GM, I'm not giving Austin Reeves 200 million. I'm not. I'm not.
I'm not giving him $200 million too. I think they should trade him. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm just saying the Lakers can get something out of it that can help the team. They need more than just scorers on that team. That's why when Draymond Green was on the trade block, I wanted that trade to happen. Because you want to know why? He wasn't going to play on the Bucks. He's going to get a buyout and he's gonna go play in LA. That's what the Lakers need. They need a Draymond Green in that locker room to tell people like, "Hey man, shut the fuck up." Like stuff like that. Who's gonna do the dirty work? They don't have that guy that's gonna do the dirty work on that Lakers team. Everybody's just too cute with basketball. Everybody's trying to look good. Hey, you need a dirty player on that
You
team.
need some dogs, man. You
You
need
need some
somebody.
dog.
You need some Rasheed Wallaces. You need those Dennis Rodmans. You need those players who can shake the ruffle the feathers, if you will, keep people in line.
OKC, they got that with Lou Dort.
Yeah, Lou Dort, perfect example. Perfect example. Every great team has to have that dog, that enforcer, that goon, whatever you want to call it. You have to have that in order to win. But Mola, I appreciate you jumping on with me, man. Let the people know where they can find you again. Let them know what you got going on.
More sports, man. We're planning for the summer right now. We got events there. Like in June. June is a big month for me, so that's my focus right now. Just planning for that. I want to keep doing amazing work with Chris. He's kind of motivating me to doing what I love to do, and I think episode 2 was much better, bro. Free, and we're gonna keep this going.
We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep cooking. I appreciate this time, man. It's like, a quick 30, 35. We went 45 today. That's all good. When we go to 2 hours, that's a lot. But we keep it around. I think we cooking. So I appreciate you jumping on with me, man. I'm Chris Moore. You can look me up at Real Chris Moore on everything. You can find me there. One day you'll be able to Google me and be able to see like some real
Oh,
dope
it's soon, bro. Soon. Not even one day. It might happen
stuff.
tomorrow.
Hey, you never know, man. So
Yeah.
with that being said, make sure y'all like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, make sure we throw some clips out, react to it, give us some love, man. If you're able to on YouTube, make sure you hype this video up. Hyping up the video gets our faces out there more, gets our content out there more, and that's all we
Yeah.
want. We just want to be seen, we want to be heard, and with your support, we can make that happen. So I appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all again.
Yes, sir. Go Patriots.